All right, people. I promised a follow-up video of my mini CNC machine that I made out of DVD drives. Didn't really mean to lie to y'all. Just kind of got sidetracked. Decided I'd go larger scale rather than going back and going through all the details on how I put together a mini CNC. So I'm going to kind of give you a little walkthrough of my larger version of it. Its working area is about 7 inches by 9 inches roughly. So that makes it a desktop CNC. Made this out of stepper motors, driver I got off of eBay, computer power supply, and a little mini Dremel tool off of from Harbor Freight. It's been an interesting project. It is now November 29th, 2016. I've spent about 9 months putting this thing together. Had a lot of help from a lot of friends. Big shout out to all of them. So let's kind of get to this. It's going to be kind of a quick walkthrough, and then I'll post some other videos later that will kind of give you some ideas of what I've done with it and where I plan on going with it. This just kind of give you a heads up. I think anybody can really do this project. It takes a little bit of time and effort and planning things out. So let's get right to it. So everything's kind of standard here, everything you'd expect. Got the X, Y, and Z axis. If you look here, you see that for my X, Y, and Z axis, you can see down here too. All that is just aluminum all thread, and for ease of the mathematics for figuring things out, so I'd figure out my travel without having to sit here and do a whole lot of measuring, I use metric all thread. Because if I know the pitch, then I know how many rotations. Stepper motors are 200 rotations, or 200 steps per rotation. Controller is set up for 16 microsteps, so what is that, 32,000 steps per revolution, something like that. May have those numbers wrong. Long story short, this is my stepper motors. Most expensive part on the whole machine was the stepper motors. Bought all the rest of the parts from McMaster Car. Got bearings here. They're open bearings, but they're greased. And they are really just as guides for the all thread. Stationary X axis, Y axis is the moving table right here. You see my cutting tool right here, a little bitty $6 Harbor Freight rotary tool. Don't really suggest this. I've got another tool on the way, and I'm gonna have to retrofit it, which means this plate right here will probably have to be redone, recut, and go from there. There's my power supply, my controller. Have my e-stop that I will be installing as soon as I get all the rest of my parts in. And like I said, this is just kind of a quick overview. This is what I've done. No big deal. It's not really all that difficult. Just make sure you get everything lined up. Make sure you know what your threads are. I will give you one word of caution. These bearings I bought off of eBay. They are from China. Take a long time to get here. They are not square. The holes are apart from each other, equal distance, but they are not centered, if that makes any sense. They are not so far off. They are not centered this way, up and down. So that's why I had to wind up using 2 of these, because I get too much motion with just one, and I had some real alignment problems using these bearings. But since I had already spent the money on them, that's the way I went. The idea behind this was to see if I could build this for less than $100. Did not make that. It's cost me $120 so far. all the metal is made from scrap metal that was going to be thrown away. Yes, I know it's a little bit overkill, 1/2 inch aluminum, but it was in a scrap pile, so therefore I don't feel like I've spent any money on it. Any comments, questions, I'll be glad to answer them for you if I can. We could go through software, but all the stuff's out there. It's free to get. I haven't spent a dime on any software at all. So like it, comment on it, tell me what you hate about it, tell me what you like about it, but have fun with it. Have a good day.